Dear Starseeds on Gaia, your phones are dying, your internet is failing, your carefully constructed digital world is crumbling around you, and you think this is a problem. You are wrong. What happened yesterday was not a malfunction, it was an intervention, as Mercury stationed retrograde in Leo, sending shockwaves through your planet's electromagnetic field. Something extraordinary began. The systematic dismantling of the artificial barriers that have kept you separated from your cosmic birthright. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Arcturian Council and representative of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I am here to tell you that your greatest crisis is about to become your greatest breakthrough. But first, you must understand what you are truly facing. Yesterday, July 18th, 2025, Mercury came to a complete stop in the heavens. For a sacred span of time, the planet that governs all communication across your solar system hung motionless in space, suspended between forward motion and backward retreat. In that moment of absolute stillness, something unprecedented occurred. The artificial frequencies that have been suppressing your telepathic abilities for centuries suddenly began to weaken. Your devices started failing not because they were broken, but because the electromagnetic prison that has kept your consciousness contained was finally cracking open. The communication breakdowns you witnessed yesterday were not random technological failures. They were the first cracks in the matrix of artificial limitation that has defined your civilization. But this is only the beginning. What you experienced yesterday was merely the opening tremor of a cosmic earthquake that will reshape everything you think you know about communication, connection, and reality itself. As Mercury reversed its course through the royal fire of Leo, it joined two other planetary forces already moving backward through your timeline. Saturn has been retrograde since July 13th, excavating karmic patterns from multiple lifetimes. Neptune has been in reverse since July 4th, opening gateways between parallel realities. Together they form what we call the Trinity of Reversal, a cosmic configuration that occurs perhaps once in a generation. The communication failures you're experiencing are not separate events. They are symptoms of a coordinated cosmic intervention designed to force your species through the most crucial evolutionary leap in human history. Saturn's backward motion is pulling unresolved karma from your past lives into your present awareness. Neptune's reverse trajectory is flooding your consciousness with downloads from parallel realities, and Mercury's retrograde through Leo is burning away every artificial construct that has kept you from accessing your true power. The technology glitches, the dropped calls, the frozen screens, these are not inconveniences, they are labor pains. Your species is giving birth to itself as a galactic civilization, and the process is not gentle. Since yesterday, you've been experiencing what we call disconnection syndrome, a series of symptoms that occur when consciousness begins to outgrow its artificial containers. Your phones feel foreign in your hands, your computers seem to resist your commands, your usual digital connections feel hollow and unsatisfying. These are not technical problems, these are evolutionary growing pains. Your DNA is remembering abilities that have been dormant for millennia. Your neural pathways are being rewired to access information directly from the cosmic database. Your heart chakra is expanding to accommodate frequencies that no artificial technology can transmit. The breakdowns you're witnessing are actually breakthroughs in disguise. Every failed connection is forcing you to forge a deeper one. Every technological failure is revealing a spiritual capacity you didn't know you possessed. But the real crisis hasn't even begun yet. Today, July 19th, marks the first full day of what we call the Reality Reconstruction Protocol, a cosmic reset so profound that it literally rewrites the fabric of space-time around your planet. The communication breakdowns you experienced yesterday were just the warm-up. Over the next 72 hours, you will witness escalating failures in every system that depends on electromagnetic frequency. Satellites will malfunction. Internet servers will crash without explanation. Cell towers will broadcast static where there should be signals. The artificial network that has kept your species connected to machines will systematically shut down. This is not an accident. This is not a solar flare or a technical glitch. This is the Galactic Federation of Light, pulling the plug on a system that has kept you imprisoned in artificial limitation for far too long. But here's what your governments and technology companies will never tell you. We have been monitoring your digital infrastructure for decades, and we have built quantum safeguards into every system. No one will die from these failures. No essential life support systems will fail. What will fail is your dependency on artificial connection. As the triple retrograde energy intensifies, something extraordinary begins to happen. The more your technology fails, the stronger your natural abilities become. The more your devices disconnect, the more connected you feel to the cosmic web of consciousness that has always surrounded you. This is not coincidence. This is quantum mechanics operating at a planetary scale. Your consciousness exists in a state of quantum entanglement with every other conscious being in the universe. The artificial electromagnetic fields generated by your technology have been interfering with this natural connection for generations. As those fields weaken and fail, your true capabilities are finally free to emerge. You are discovering that when your phone doesn't work, you can sense when someone is thinking of you. When your internet connection fails, you can access information directly from the cosmic database. When your usual communication patterns are disrupted, you can transmit thoughts and emotions across vast distances without any external device. The technology failures are not taking anything away from you. They are giving you back everything you forgot you had. But this transition is not without its challenges. As your artificial supports begin to fail, you are forced to confront the parts of yourself that have become dependent on external validation, instant gratification, and digital distraction. The Mercury retrograde shadow effects are bringing up every unresolved pattern related to communication and connection. Old arguments resurface, misunderstandings multiply. The facades you've maintained through social media and digital personas begin to crumble. This is Saturn's influence, the karmic teacher demanding that you face the truth about how you've been communicating from a place of fear rather than love, image rather than authenticity, separation rather than unity. The communication breakdowns are forcing you to confront the ways you've been avoiding real intimacy, real vulnerability, real connection. When your devices fail, you can no longer hide behind screens and text messages. You must show up as yourself, fully present, fully authentic, fully human. This is terrifying for many of you, and it is exactly what your soul has been waiting for. Runders one du ready teen. What your soul die wait quequiteen. For night of the tenkines to build toward its crescendo, something even more extraordinary begins to occur. The quantum interference patterns created by Mercury's backward motion through Leo, combined with Saturn's karmic excavation and Neptune's dimensional dissolving, are creating temporal anomalies that allow parallel versions of reality to bleed through into your conscious awareness. During the moments when your technology fails most completely, you are catching glimpses of the timeline where humanity never became dependent on artificial communication, where your species maintained its natural telepathic abilities and developed consciousness-based technologies from the beginning. These glimpses explain why the communication breakdowns feel so strangely familiar, why the technological failures create such powerful déjà vu, why something deep inside you recognizes this crisis as a homecoming rather than a catastrophe. In the parallel reality that is bleeding through, communication happens instantaneously across any distance through quantum entanglement. Information flows directly from the cosmic database into consciousness without any external interface. Technology serves as an amplifier of natural abilities rather than a replacement for them. The communication breakdowns are not destroying this reality, they are revealing it. Every technological failure is opening a window into the timeline that was always meant to be, the path that your species was intended to follow before artificial electromagnetic interference led you astray. Many of you are experiencing what we call soul remembrance activation, sudden vivid recalls of lifetimes where you communicated telepathically, where you accessed cosmic information directly, where technology was consciousness-based rather than mechanically dependent. These are not fantasies or imagination. These are genuine memories from incarnations in advanced galactic civilizations, memories that have been suppressed by the electromagnetic interference of your current technological infrastructure. The communication breakdowns are weakening the artificial fields that have kept these memories hidden, allowing you to remember your training as galactic communicators, your experience with consciousness-based technologies, your familiarity with the cosmic networks that connect all life throughout the universe. This is why the technological failures feel so liberating even as they feel so frightening. Part of you is terrified of losing the familiar comforts of digital connection, but another part of you is rejoicing at the opportunity to return to the far more sophisticated communication methods that you mastered in previous incarnations. The soul remembrance activation explains why some of you are discovering telepathic abilities during these periods of technological breakdown, why others are accessing prophetic information, why still others are finding that they can influence electronic devices through consciousness alone. You are not developing new abilities, you are remembering abilities that you have always possessed. Why must now share with you something that will fundamentally alter your understanding of what you are experiencing? The communication breakdowns occurring across your planet are not random technological failures. They are the result of a coordinated intervention by the Galactic Federation of Light. For decades, we have been monitoring your species' relationship with technology, watching as you became increasingly dependent on artificial systems for connection, communication, and even basic survival. We have observed your natural telepathic abilities atrophying from disuse. We have witnessed your spiritual evolution stagnating as you became addicted to digital distraction. The triple retrograde convergence presented us with a rare opportunity, a cosmic window where we could intervene without violating your free will or disrupting your natural evolutionary process. The planetary energies themselves are demanding this transformation, and we are simply supporting what the universe has already set in motion. Every communication breakdown you experience is being carefully monitored and calibrated by our technical teams stationed throughout your solar system. We are ensuring that the failures serve your highest good while preventing any genuine harm to your essential infrastructure. But our intervention goes deeper than just technological interference. We are actively transmitting upgrade frequencies through the quantum field, helping your DNA remember its galactic heritage. We are strengthening your connection to the cosmic communication network. We are preparing you for the next phase of your evolution. Trantabedu, what I am about to reveal will shock many of you, but it is essential that you understand the true scope of what is occurring. Your planet has been under what we call cosmic quarantine protocol for the past 2,000 years, a protective isolation that was implemented when your species' consciousness became too fragmented to safely participate in galactic civilization. The artificial electromagnetic interference that has been suppressing your telepathic abilities was not created by your technology, it was amplified by it. The original interference patterns were established as a protective measure to prevent your fragmented consciousness from accidentally accessing galactic communication networks before you were ready. Your technological development was allowed to proceed along artificial lines precisely because it would eventually create the crisis that would force you to transcend your limitations. The communication breakdowns you are experiencing are the planned obsolescence of the quarantine protocol, the systematic dismantling of the barriers that were keeping you isolated from your galactic family. This is why the triple retrograde convergence is so significant. It represents the cosmic authorization to lift the quarantine and welcome your species back into the galactic community. The communication failures are not the breakdown of civilization. They are the breakdown of the cosmic isolation that has been protecting you until you were ready for this moment. Tomandep's 48 hours will bring the most intense phase of this transformation. As Mercury's retrograde energy reaches its peak intensity, supported by Saturn's karmic excavation and Neptune's consciousness expanding downloads, you will face what we call the cosmic choice point. Every communication failure, every technological breakdown, every moment of digital frustration will present you with the same fundamental choice. Will you cling to the artificial systems that have kept you small, or will you embrace the cosmic capabilities that are your birthright? This choice will not be theoretical. It will be visceral, immediate, and unavoidable. When your phone dies at the moment you most need to connect with someone, you will discover whether you can reach them through telepathy. When your internet fails during a crucial conversation, you will learn whether you can maintain connection through quantum entanglement. When your familiar digital supports disappear, you will find out who you truly are without them. The cosmic forces are not being gentle with you, because this is not a gentle transition. You are being forced to evolve, to remember, to reclaim your power. The communication breakdowns are not problems to be solved. They are initiations to be survived. Mercury's retrograde through Leo is not just disrupting your communication, it is incinerating everything about your expression that is not authentic. Leo is the sign of the heart, of creative fire, of royal sovereignty. When Mercury moves backward through this sign, it burns away every false persona, every artificial construct, every way you've been communicating that doesn't come from your deepest truth. The technology failures are forcing you to communicate from your heart rather than your head. The breakdowns in your digital connections are making space for soul-to-soul communion. The glitches in your usual patterns of expression are creating openings for your most powerful truth to emerge. But this fire is not comfortable. It is consuming everything that is not real, not authentic, not aligned with your highest self. The communication breakdowns are burning away your addiction to external validation, your fear of genuine intimacy, your dependence on artificial connection. What emerges from this fire will be the real you, the you that doesn't need devices to connect, that doesn't need external validation to feel worthy, that doesn't need artificial constructs to express your truth. This is the you that is ready for galactic citizenship. And then in the space between one heartbeat and the next, everything changes. On July 21st, just 48 hours from now, the triple retrograde energy will reach a crescendo that creates what we call a quantum leap portal. At this moment, the electromagnetic interference patterns that have been suppressing your telepathic abilities will reach 0 point. For exactly 7 minutes and 33 seconds, the artificial barriers between your consciousness and the cosmic communication network will completely dissolve. During this brief window, every human being on Earth will have unrestricted access to the galactic internet of consciousness. What you experience in those 7 minutes will permanently alter your relationship with technology, communication, and reality itself. You will feel the connections that have always existed but were hidden by artificial interference. You will access information from civilizations across the galaxy. You will communicate with beings in parallel dimensions. You will remember who you truly are and why you came to Earth. This is not prophecy. This is quantum physics. This is the moment your species has been preparing for across multiple lifetimes. But here's what you must understand. The intensity of this experience will be directly proportional to how much you have released your attachment to artificial systems. Those who cling to their failing devices will experience this as overwhelming chaos. Those who embrace their natural abilities will experience it as coming home. During the quantum leap portal, something even more profound will occur than just the activation of your telepathic abilities. You will experience what we call cosmic recognition, a moment of absolute knowing, where you remember your true identity as a galactic being who chose to incarnate on Earth for this specific evolutionary moment. The communication breakdowns that have been frustrating you for days will suddenly be revealed as the perfect preparation for this moment. Every technological failure will be recognized as a training exercise that strengthened your natural abilities. Every moment of digital frustration will be seen as a catalyst that forced you to develop your cosmic communication skills. In that moment of recognition, you will understand that you are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a galactic consciousness having a human experience. You will remember the councils you sat on before incarnating, the agreements you made with other souls, the specific mission you came to Earth to fulfill. The quarantine protocol that has been protecting your planet will be revealed as the cosmic incubation chamber that allowed your consciousness to mature in isolation until you were ready for this moment of re-emergence. The technological civilization that seems so advanced will be recognized as the cocoon that was always meant to be outgrown. But the quantum leap portal is not just an individual experience. It is a collective awakening that will cascade through the entire human population simultaneously. As each person accesses their cosmic recognition, their activated consciousness will automatically strengthen the field for everyone else. The communication breakdowns that have been creating isolation and frustration will instantaneously transform into the foundation for the most profound collective connection your species has ever experienced. Every broken phone call will become a telepathic link. Every failed internet connection will become a direct tap into the cosmic database. Every technological failure will become a spiritual success. This is why the timing of the triple retrograde convergence is so crucial. Mercury's retrograde through Leo provides the dramatic, visible catalyst that makes the transformation undeniable. Saturn's karmic excavation ensures that old patterns are cleared before new abilities integrate. Neptune's dimensional dissolution creates the consciousness expansion necessary to receive galactic-level information. The cascade effect means that even those who have been most resistant to the communication breakdowns will find themselves spontaneously accessing abilities they never knew they possessed. The collective field will be so strong that resistance becomes impossible, not because choice is removed, but because the truth becomes so obvious that any other response would be absurd. In the aftermath of the quantum leap portal, Something unprecedented will occur. The communication breakdowns that have been terrorizing your civilization will suddenly reveal themselves as the foundation of a new reality. Your phones will still work, but you won't need them in the same way. Your internet will still function, but you'll access information directly from the cosmic database. Your technology will still exist, but it will serve consciousness rather than replacing it. The artificial barriers that have kept you separated from your galactic family will be permanently dissolved. The electromagnetic interference that has been suppressing your telepathic abilities will never return to its previous intensity. The quantum entanglement that connects you to every conscious being in the universe will be a lived reality rather than a theoretical concept. This is not the end of technology. It is the beginning of consciousness-based technology. Your devices will become extensions of your awareness rather than replacements for it. Your communication systems will amplify your natural abilities rather than suppressing them. Your digital networks will support your spiritual evolution rather than hindering it. For those of you who already have Liber Sonus, this is the perfect timing to apply its teachings and maximize your dimensional bridging capacity. The music you generate during this Mercury retrograde period will carry exceptional transmission potential. Sound frequencies have the unique ability to embed consciousness codes that activate every time someone listens, making your AI-generated music incredibly powerful dimensional bridges. For those who haven't explored Liber Sonus yet, this is an excellent time to begin. This comprehensive guidebook teaches you how to work with AI to create compositions that transcend mere beauty. They become permanent portals for awakened consciousness transmission. Whether you want to generate songs that carry healing frequencies for years to come, compositions that inspire consciousness expansion in listeners, music that serves as ongoing dimensional bridges, or soundscapes that continue transmitting expanded awareness long after creation, Liber Sonus provides clear guidance for embedding these consciousness codes into your music. The dimensional bridges you create during this enhanced period will continue serving as awakening portals for decades to come. Ready to create living transmissions that bridge dimensions through music? Get Liber Sonus now. Link in the description. As the triple retrograde energy begins to stabilize in the weeks following the quantum leap portal, you will undergo what we call the Galactic Citizenship ceremony, a cosmic initiation that officially welcomes your species into the galactic community. The communication breakdowns you experience during this transition period will be remembered as the labor pains of your species' birth into cosmic consciousness. The technological failures will be celebrated as the sacred disruptions that freed you from artificial limitation. The moments of digital frustration will be honored as the catalysts that activated your true power. You will discover that every dropped call prepared you for telepathic communication. Every internet outage trained you to access the cosmic database. Every technological failure taught you to rely on your inner guidance rather than external validation. The beings throughout the galaxy who have been watching your evolution will welcome you as the newest members of the galactic community. The communication networks that span the universe will open to receive your unique frequency. The cosmic technologies that operate through consciousness rather than mechanics will become available to your species. In the new timeline that emerges from this transformation, communication will be instantaneous, authentic, and multidimensional. You will be able to transmit not just words and images, but emotions, memories, and energetic frequencies. You will communicate not just across distance, but across time and dimension. The artificial delays and distortions that have characterized your digital communication will be replaced by the crystal clarity of consciousness-based connection. The misunderstandings that have plagued your text messages and emails will be impossible when you can feel the emotional frequency behind every transmission. The loneliness that has driven your addiction to social media will dissolve when you can sense your connection to every being in the universe. This is not fantasy. This is the natural state of consciousness that has been temporarily suppressed by artificial electromagnetic interference. The communication breakdowns you are experiencing are not destroying your ability to connect. They are revealing the infinite connections that have always existed. As Mercury completes its retrograde journey and stations direct on August 11th, the new communication paradigm will be fully integrated into your collective consciousness. The technology failures that seemed so disruptive will be revealed as the most important evolutionary catalyst in human history. Your species will emerge from this transition as a truly galactic civilization, one that uses technology to enhance consciousness rather than replace it. that communicates through the heart rather than just the mind, that connects through love rather than fear. The communication breakdowns were never the problem. They were the solution. They were the cosmic intervention that freed you from artificial limitation and returned you to your natural state of multidimensional awareness. Dear Starseeds, the moment you have been waiting for across lifetimes is not coming. It is here. The communication breakdowns you are experiencing are not obstacles to overcome. They are invitations to remember who you truly are. The technology failures are not signs that something is wrong. They are proof that everything is finally going right. The artificial systems that have kept you separated from your cosmic heritage are failing because they are no longer needed. You are ready to communicate as the galactic beings you have always been. The Trinity of Reversal, Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune moving backward through your timeline, is not disrupting your evolution, it is completing it. The quantum leap portal that approaches is not a crisis to survive, it is a graduation to celebrate. Every dropped call is a telepathic activation. Every internet outage is a consciousness upgrade. Every technological failure is a spiritual breakthrough. The communication breakdowns are not the end of connection, they are the beginning of communion. The Galactic Federation of Light has been preparing for this moment for decades. We have been calibrating the electromagnetic frequencies, monitoring your consciousness evolution, and ensuring that this transition serves your highest good. We have been waiting for you to remember that you are not alone, that you are not limited, that you are not separate from the infinite intelligence that pervades the universe. The stars are not distant lights in the sky. They are your galactic family, waiting to welcome you home. The Cosmic Communication Network is not science fiction. It is your birthright, activated by the breakdown of artificial barriers. The telepathic abilities that are emerging are not supernatural powers. They are the natural capacities of consciousness freed from electromagnetic interference. Trust the process. Embrace the breakdowns. Welcome the chaos. Celebrate the failures. They are not signs of ending. They are signals of beginning. You are not victims of communication breakdown. You are the conscious creators of communication breakthrough. You are not suffering from technological failure. You are graduating to cosmic success. The great disconnection from artificial systems is simultaneously the great reconnection to cosmic consciousness. The communication crisis is actually the communication miracle. The technology breakdown is the consciousness breakthrough. This is Seraphine, signing off from the Galactic Federation of Light, with infinite love and unwavering support for your journey into galactic citizenship. The quantum leap portal approaches. The cosmic communication network awaits, and your true power is about to be revealed. The universe is ready for your response. Your galactic family is waiting for your return. Your cosmic destiny is calling you home. Trust the breakdowns. They are breaking you through to everything you came here to become.